everyone, so today I have done a foundation routine for you, and it is on it's based for people who have got oily to combination skin. That's what I've got. I have got an oily T-zone, I have normal cheeks, and sometimes I get dry patches around my nose and my forehead, so you know, it's a bit of a mixture, but I have got like mild acne or like spots at the moment, so this video is aimed towards those who are suffering with a bit of acne at the moment. Perhaps you're in your teenage years and you're at school and you're worried about going to school without any makeup on, or you want to just cover it up and still look natural. This is the perfect tutorial for you, so I hope this helps some of you, and here's how I can achieve this. And it's all drugstore products, I haven't used any high-end ones, so everything's really affordable and it's really easy to achieve. So yeah, I hope this helps you, and I will speak to you all very soon. When I start out, before doing my foundation, I like to put on a primer, and because I'm sticking to drugstore prices for this video, I decided I'm going to use the BodyShop Tea Tree Pore Minimizer. I bought this a while ago and have been using it, and I do actually really like it. I usually pop it mainly in my T-zone area, so on my chin, sides of my nose, and on my nose as well, because as you can see, that's where my problem areas are. My skin's really bad at the moment. I think it's probably due to hormones and stress, but I don't usually have so many spots. I do have combination skin, but I don't usually have so many spots, you know. But I used to have spots like this a lot when I was younger, so I'm hoping this video will help those of you that are at school and suffer with not like huge amounts of acne, but you know, like what I would call mild acne. My eyebrows are like having a party. Christ. Let's try and get rid of that angry brow. I slept on them funny. God, you know that happens. It's so annoying. Right, just ignore the eyebrow, guys, just ignore it. After primer, I put my foundation on. So the foundation I'm using is this one. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Nude. My shade is 100 Ivory. They do a lighter one, which is like a porcelain one. I put about a pump and a half on the back of my hand, like so. And I'm going to be using a mixture of two brushes for my foundation. I'm going to be using two Nanshy brushes, and one is more of a circular buffing brush. One is more pointed, which you would think would be really good for contouring or something like that. But I really like it for getting into, like, you know, under my eyes and like things like that. And also sometimes I find this one gives me a bit more coverage. And just work my way out. If you're trying to specifically cover acne, I would recommend finding the foundation that really matches your skin well. You don't want to, especially if you're young and you've got acne and you're not very confident at school, I would definitely, you know, try and find a foundation that matches your skin really well, whether that's actually having to go to a high-end counter, because there's nothing worse than having acne and having an orange face, because it's just going to be quite obvious what you're doing. But it's easy enough to find a foundation that matches you in the drugstore, even if you have to just buy a white foundation. I think Barry M has one, I'm not sure, and mix it in. So I'm kind of just like using this like a traditional foundation brush and kind of just like swiping it on to kind of get that coverage. Sometimes it's also better to layer your makeup, so you don't want to put loads and loads of foundation on to try and cover your spots. You want to just put on a nice layer of foundation and then use concealer for your blemishes. You don't want to cake too much on, because it doesn't look that great when you do that. Okay, so once I've done a thin layer of that, I'm going to use the buffing brush and just kind of buff it in. I've still got a bit of foundation on my hand, so I'm just going to use that as well to kind of stipple it on top of my more problem areas, kind of build a heavier coverage on top of that. Works really nicely then. That is my foundation done. I should have brought my makeup wipe with me, and you can already see how much that has covered just by applying your foundation correctly and well for the reason that you want it to do. And that is with a medium to full foundation. If you had a full foundation, full coverage foundation, it would do a lot better job, like if you had Revlon Colour Stay or something like that. So next I like to do my concealer, and I don't like a really heavy concealer under my eyes, so I just use, because obviously my eyes aren't a huge problem area for me, if you've got really dark circles, really good one for under the eyes is the Maybelline Anti-Age Rewind one or something like that. I really like that, but I haven't got that, so I'm going to be using my Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch, which is like a highlighting concealer. And then for my blemishes, I'm going to be using my not natural collection, my collection 2001. So I apply this directly to my face because this is my personal one. Obviously, if you're using, do not use this or any other kind of brush concealers on your blemishes, because you'll just spread bacteria that way. My cat's here. I didn't even know you were in this room, Nala. So for my concealer, I'm going to blend that out with a Nanshy blending eyeshadow brush. I think this is a really good brush to use for concealer. It's nice, it's synthetic, so it's quite small as well. So if you want to be quite precise, I'm going to blend it out with that. And then after you've done your eyes, it's always a good idea to get your ring finger and lightly press down on the underneath and around if you've done highlighting concealer. Just to really press it into your skin and not leave any lines or discoloration. Do you want to go out? Look everybody, this is Nala. She's very feisty. Hey, look Nala, what's that? Look Nala, hello. Out you go there. So once I've done my eyes, I like to do my blemishes obviously, and I think my foundation has done a really good job at covering up my mild acne, and I'm just going to use this. I pop this on the back of my hand just because hygiene. You can pop it straight on if you want to, but I like to use that. And I'm just going to pop this where I feel I need some. Usually I like to let that set and do the rest of my makeup, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm just going to do my eyebrows and my mascara, and then I will come back. The heat from your face is gonna let your makeup settle to a really nice finish, rather than you just shoving powder and setting it how you've applied it straight away. It's a really nice trick to do that, so maybe try that next time you put makeup on. For powder, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte. This is a very good drugstore powder. I have my love and hate moments with it, but with this routine it works really nicely. And I'm also going to be using the Real Techniques Retractable Kabuki brush, and then you want to press this into your skin. Don't swipe it across, you're just going to budge the makeup you've just put on. So you want to press it on like so. Now if you're oily to combination, I would recommend putting it everywhere, so put your T-zone first, and then you just want to quickly kind of a dab around there. Don't worry about putting too much powder on the side of your face, especially if you're combination, because it's not going to matter too much because you won't be getting oily there. Your forehead, you want to tap again. I'm completely pale, so to add a bit of colour, I'm going to put a bit of a Harmony blusher from MAC, which is a kind of like natural warming colour to your face. I'm just going to put a bit of that on with a Zoeva Luxe Face Definer. Bronzer is one of those things you have to be careful with. You don't want too much of it on, because sometimes it looks too much, you know. Remember to get your forehead. Try and avoid the places where you've got your acne, because that's just going to enhance it. Okay, so that is how to get the look. This looks a lot better than at the start, so I hope you guys found this useful, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye!